So sometimes I'd be like today or a couple hours ago or just an hour ago because I was awake. I'm like, I'm done with being fucking crazy and reading into all these signs from the universe, the multiverse as they like to call it, because yes, it's real, it's called the fucking internet. And guess what, everybody? The internet wasn't created by men. The internet was not created by men. Let me say that again. The internet is not 01010011 like penis vagina, okay? That's literally what men interpreted the internet. The internet has always existed. We are currently in the internet, meaning that we live in a material and non-material multiverse that is created of frequencies and signals and color and all of the numbers and all of the colors of the rainbow, okay? All of it. The only thing that humans really did was able to pick up on those signals and visually interpret them and put them into a computerized mechanism. But the entire thing is the internet. The entire thing is the multiverse. I am coding myself into the multiverse by being one, and then two, in terms of the actual internet, what you're seeing, by filming this video. That's it. I don't even need to upload it. But then of course I do, and by uploading it, that means I am uploading an intention into the multiverse, and by uploading that intention into the multiverse, that is creating an opening of possibility for a manifestation of a physical manifestation of reality in this current particular timeline that I'm experiencing in my human body. But again, we are all eternal beings that life passes through us. Because we imagined it. This whole thing exists because a higher consciousness imagined it. And my human body, my human brain can interpret these signals just in a very limited way, but in a way that I know that's so much and nothing at all is out there. And you know what it is? It's this material reality that I'm touching. One, I am a material being, and two, it's you. It's all these signals that are being transferred through the internet, through space, time, and again, not some bullshit that men created, because they fucking also, guess what, interpreted it wrong, like they usually do. Anyways, that to say, sometimes I get all shit, maybe I'm just speaking freaking nonsense, which it is. It's all literal nonsense. It's just babble. It's just fucking human words, right? And then some shit happens like this, where I find this coupon for freaking for worth 2,000 yen, yo. Yes. And now I can go eat dinner, and I'm gonna use 2 today to get 2 more things, and then I'll use 2 tomorrow because it ends tomorrow. And 2,000 yen, I mean, that's what I spent on my drinks, but in terms of food, it is worth a lot because I can only spend certain things I can spend on my credit card, sometimes drinks or whatever. I spent more on drinks last night, which still was probably the equivalent of $30 for a night out. Anyways, I'm a lucky ass bitch, and by that, all that means is I have faith. And you know what men got wrong? You know what the capitalist system got wrong? Okay, this is what pisses me off, y'all, and that now it's becoming into some philosophical, political thing. This whole system that they created of capitalism has roots in 3 fundamental ideas. Scarcity, the idea that resources material resources are scarce, competition between actors that compete for these scarce resources, and then overlying is this fear that we don't have enough, and this fear that, whatever. And so something that they like to say is that this is based on evidence and rational thought. I hate that. I hate it when people tell me to be more rational, because one, that's just not possible. Like, rationality is like everything else is just a word. Like, rationality doesn't actually exist. And if you're talking about basing an entire economic system on pieces of evidence that you gather and then sell that shit as being rational, I can gather a million pieces of evidence in the fact that the world is abundant and that humans are kind, and that the economic system should be not based in fear and scarcity and competition, but abundance, kindness, and generosity. And that is more than rational, actually. And men are trying to they're trying to keep themselves in the box of being human, while at the same time trying to transcend that box. And it's all it's all a contradiction, and everything is a contradiction. And that's why they have failed, is because they are trying to accomplish two things that are not possible to do at the same time. Transcend being human while keeping yourself in a human box. Through the economic system. Of course, you can do those two things. Like, for example, I have done those two things at the same time, but it is not because I believe in fear. It is not because I question the existence of God and I am agnostic or whatever. There is a God, and the God is love. It's not a being. It's not a being in the sky. It's a state of being, rather. And that state of being is a state that exists in all humans, and that is love. Even the ones that are full of hate or full of non-emotion, I have experienced non-emotion. I have experienced hate. Hate is a human emotion. Hate is a human emotion that ultimately stems from love and from pain, and pain that has become love, and love that has become dark. Non-emotion, human non-emotion, or the absence of emotion, as I've discussed, is love. And so I have faith, and that's the difference between me and the men. And when I keep saying men, I'm talking about the people that have currently own and hoard a majority of the resources of this planet, that are in positions of power politically and blah 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 blah. And I'm not talking about all men, you know what I mean? Like, because there are a lot of different cultures and everything where faith is involved, and it's less about the faith aspect, it's more about the religion aspect that complicates it, which is another system of control and domination. And I can go into that, but I'm not going to right now. I'm talking about belief, about faith in humanity, and not even in this reverence of this being that is worth more than human. I'm talking about faith in fundamental humanity of love. And so that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm such a lucky person, quote unquote. Even if I go through all these hardships, and even if I've experienced so much trauma and pain, I consider myself to be a very lucky person, and I have so much to be grateful for in my life that has brought me to this moment where I feel like I am on the edge of breaking through it all, and I have, and I do every day. So anyways, hope that helps. XOXO me.